Okay, I got a request from Robert of RJL 518 channel, a wonderful channel on YouTube. He said he'd like to see a Tom Seaver tribute game, Apba style, on my channel. I know there have been several Tom Seaver tribute games since he passed away, but I think the more the merrier, so let's do it. In the 1969 season and pennant race in the National League, there was no greater rivals than the 1969 Chicago Cubs and the 1969 New York Mets. First game that the Cubs played against the Mets was in April, and they played the last game in September. I looked at those two dates, and I decided to go with the April date. It's going to be Tom Seaver against Ferguson Jenkins, two premier pitchers, 20-game winners on the tabletop today. Hello everybody, this is Apba Brian and Apba Baseball Classics with a special game. It's a non-all-time greats tournament game. This is a Tom Seaver tribute game, Apba baseball style. We'll be using basic Apba. It's going to be the Chicago Cubs 1969 at the 1969 New York Mets. Let's go back to Shea Stadium on April 25th, 1969. We've had our introductions. Tom Terrific is on the mound. He has completed his warm-up tosses, and Don Kessinger steps into the box. Here's the first pitch of the ball game. 4-2. We'll read the blue die first. 2-3. That's going to be a fly ball to center field. Amos Otis commits an error, and Don Kessinger is at first with nobody out. That brings up the Cubs' second baseman, Glenn Beckert. We're playing basic Apba all the way, including the stolen base, although I give the catchers a chance to throw the runners out. Glenn Beckert does have an extra 31 on his card, and the Cubs, though, will not hit and run here. They're going to play it straight up. Here's the pitch. 4-6 is a 27. That's a ground ball to third base, or X. Seaver has the X modifier, and Glenn Beckert is Seaver's first strikeout victim today. Here's Billy Williams. Hitting from the left side, 1-6 is a 28. That's a ground ball to the shortstop. Bud Harrelson's up with it, throws to first. Kessinger goes to second, and there are two outs. Tom Seaver looks in for the sign. Here's the pitch to Ron Santo. 5-3 is a 19. That is hit by the pitcher. First and second. That brings the bat Ernie Banks. And 1-2 is a 25. That's a line drive to second base. Kent Boswell makes the catch, and that's the end of the top of the first inning. We go to the bottom of the first, 0-0, Mets coming to bat. Bud Harrelson leads off for the Metropolitans. Fergie Jenkins peers in, gets the sign. Here's the windup and the pitch. 21 is a fly ball to left field. Billy Williams is under it and makes the catch. Ken Boswell. 63 is a fly ball to center field. Don Young's under it, makes the catch. Amos' Otis card was not included with my 69 Mets set. Also, Kevin Collins, the third baseman. Collins later went to the Expo, so I had to make those cards. Here's the pitch to Amos Otis, 46. Is a ground ball back to Fergie Jenkins. He's got it, throws the first. 3 outs. 3 up and 3 down for the Mets. We go to the top of the second. No score. All right, Tom Seaver was voted the 1967 National League Rookie of the Year, 16-13, 2.76 earned run average. Most impressive stat, I believe, from that season was he completed 18 games. That's 10% of the Mets games. Here's a pitch to Randy Hundley. 52 is a 27 ground ball to third base, or X. He's got the X, so Hundley goes back to the dugout, a strikeout victim. Tom Seaver is second. Here is Al Spangler. 2-6 is a 27. That's also a strikeout. Third strikeout for Seaver. Showing us that drop and drive pitching style. He was a power pitcher in 1969. Here is the pitch to Don Young. 1-3 is a base on balls. Young has average speed at first, and the pitcher, Fergie Jenkins, comes to bat. And 1-2 is a 25. That's a ground ball to Boswell at second. Throws the first. 3 outs. We go to the bottom of the second. No score. Cleon Jones, the team's offensive leader in 1969, will lead off. He is a .340 hitter at 12 home runs. Here's the pitch to Cleon Jones of the Mets. 52 is a 27. That's going to be a swing and a miss for a strike 3. Fergie Jenkins gets his first strikeout. Ed Kranepool. 4-1 is a ground ball to the shortstop. Kessinger scoops it, throws the first. 2 down. Ron Swoboda. 54 is a fly ball to right field, caught by Al Spangler. 3 up and 3 down. And Fergie Jenkins has retired all 6 Mets that he's faced. We go to the top of the third inning, no score. All right, Tom Seavers is completing his warm-up tosses. In the 1969 World Series Game 4, he defeated the Orioles 2-1. And the impressive part of that game was he went 10 innings. Here's a pitch to Don Kessinger, the top of the Chicago order, here in the top of the third inning. 5-2 is a 27. That's going to be a swing and a miss. Strike 3. Tom Terrific already has 4 strikeouts. Here is Glenn Beckert. 4-2 is a 36. Ball 1. 21 is a fly ball to left field. Cleon Jones is back and has got it. 2 outs. Here's Billy Williams. 2-6 is a ground ball back to Seaver. He's got it, throws the Kranepool. 3 up and 3 down for the Cubs in the third. We go to the bottom of the third, no score. Catcher Jerry Gordy leads off for the Mets. 61 is a ground ball to Kessinger at shortstop. 1 away. Kevin Collins, the third baseman. 35 is a swing and a miss for strike 3. Second strikeout for Ferguson Jenkins. And now Tom Seaver. 1-4 is a fly ball to left field. Billy Williams is under it, makes the catch. Jenkins, first time through the lineup, was perfect. We go to the fourth, no score. All right, Tom Seaver on April 22nd, 1970, pitching against the San Diego Padres struck out 9 batters to set a major league record at the time. In that game, 19 batters he struck out. And in that game, he struck out the last 10 Padres in a row. Ron Santos steps into the box. Here's the pitch to Ron Santos. 61 is a ground ball to Bud Harrelson at shortstop. He's up with it, throws the first, 1 away. Here is Let's Play 2, Ernie Banks. 4-2 is a 22. That's going to be a ground ball to Ed Cranfield at first base. Tom Seaver's covering. The flip to Seaver, and Banks is retired. Score at 3-1. 2 down in the top of the 4th. Here is Randy Hundley. 64 is a ground ball to third base. Kevin Collins has it, throws to first. 3 up and 3 down for the Cubs. We go to the last of the 4th, no score. It's top of the Mets order in the last of the 4th. Bud Harrelson leads off for New York. 41 is a 28. It's a ground ball to Don Kessinger. Throws to first. 1 down. Second baseman Ken Boswell. 6-5 is popped up to the catcher behind home plate. He throws away the mask, and Randy Hundley makes the catch. Now Amos Otis. .53 is a 17. That's going to be a single to right. Nope, that's not a single. Fielding column 1 is going to turn that into a fly out to right field. Great play out there by Al Spangler. That keeps the perfect game going for Fergie Jenkins. He's retired all 12 of the Mets that he's faced. We go to the top of the 5th, no score. In the 5th inning, the Cubs will have Spangler, Young, and Jenkins. Tom Seaver, on June 16th, 1978, tossed a no-hitter against the St. Louis Cardinals. He was with the Cincinnati Reds at the time. All right, he's ready to face Al Spangler. 6-3 is a fly ball to center field. And Amos Otis is under it, makes the catch. 1 away. Don Young. 3-3 is a hit column roll for Don Young. And 1-1 is a drive. It might be, it could be, it is out of here. A home run, solo home run for Don Young, puts the Cubs up 1-0. Here's a picture of Ferguson Jenkins. 6-6 roll for Jenkins. That's a hit column roll. 46 is going to be a double for Jenkins. 1 out. Pitcher on second base. Average speed. Here is Don Kessinger. 1-6 is a 28. Ground ball to the shortstop, Bud Harrelson. He's going to hold Jenkins at second. 2 away. Glenn Beckert. .45 is a base on balls. All right, Cubs on first and second with 2 outs. But trouble here, Billy Williams steps up to the plate. Beckert at first, Jenkins at second. Here's a 2-out pitch to Billy Williams. Is a 40. That's going to be ground ball to Ken Boswell at second base. He fumbles it, and the bases are going to be loaded with the error on Ken Boswell. Cubs with a chance to knock a big hole in this game. Third baseman Ron Santo. Can Ron Santo put a quarter in the merry-go-round? Here's the pitch from Tom Terrific. 4-4 pitch is a 7. That is going to be a single over second base. 2 runners will score. And if Williams is fast, he goes to third. He is fast. And that brings up Ernie Banks. 1-1 roll for Banks. That's a hit column roll for Ernie Banks. 1-4 is a 7. That's going to be a single to left. Scoring Williams. Runners on first and second. Here is Randy Hundley. 54 is a fly ball to right field, caught by Ron Swoboda. That ends the inning, but the Cubs score 4 times in the 5th. We go to the bottom of the 5th, Chicago 4, New York nothing. All right, that brings up Cleon Jones for the Mets. Now 4 runs down. 32 is a ground ball to second base. Glenn Beckert is up with it, throws to first. 1 away. Ed Kranepool. 52 is a ground ball to third base, or X. It's got the X, so it's a strikeout. Kranepool goes back to the bench. Here is Ron Swoboda. 26 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. And Fergie Jenkins has retired the first 15 Cubs he has faced. We go to the top of the 6th inning, Chicago 4 and New York nothing. All right, at the bottom of or top of the 6th inning. All right, Tom Seaver on August 4th, 1985, while pitching for the Boston Red Sox, got a 4-1 victory over the Yankees at Yankee Stadium to notch his 300th career victory. In this, the 6th inning, he's got Spangler, Young, and Jenkins, the top of the Cubs order. Here's the bottom of the Cubs order. Here's the pitch to Spangler. 32 is a 26 ground ball to second base. Ken Boswell is up with it, throws to first. 1 away. Here is Don Young, who started the scoring for the Cubs in the 5th inning, an inning where all the Cubs batted by hitting a home run. 51 is a 9 against an A. That's going to be a ground ball to the shortstop, Harrelson. Throws to first. 2 outs. Here's Ferguson Jenkins. 4-6 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning, Chicago 4 and New York nothing. In the last of the 6th inning, the Mets have Jerry Grote, Kevin Collins, and Tom Seaver scheduled to hit. Here's the pitch to Jerry Grote. 56 is a 34. High pop up on the infield. Don Kessinger is under it and makes the catch. Now Kevin Collins. 4-4 is a 8 against a B. That's a fly ball to center field. Center fielder Don Young is under it. Makes the grab. 2 outs. And Tom Seaver will come to bat and hit for himself in the 6th. 34 is a fly ball to center field. We go to the 7th inning. Cubs 4 and the Mets nothing. Tom Seaver completes his warm-up tosses. In his career, he struck out over 200 batters 9 consecutive seasons and led the National League in strikeouts 5 times. So far in this game, he has struck out 5 Cubs. Don Kessinger steps in the box. Here's the pitch. 35 is a base on balls for Don Kessinger. Fast runner at first. Here's Glenn Beckert. 5-5 is a 7. That's going to be a ground ball to third base. The third baseman, Collins, throws to first. Kessinger goes to second. Becker's the first out here in the 7th inning. Here's Billy Williams. 41, ground ball to shortstop, I believe. That's going to be a ground ball to second. Yeah, shortstop. And it's going to be a 6-4-3 double play. The ends the inning. Go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Chicago 4 and New York nothing. The Mets come to bat in the bottom of the 7th inning. They're still looking for their first base runner. Tom Seaver today has been usurped by the Canadian right-hander Ferguson Jenkins. He put together 6 straight 21 seasons from 1967 to 1972 and won 20 or more games 7 times in the big leagues. Here is Bud Harrelson. 24 is a swing and a miss for strike 3. 1 down. Ken Boswell. 4-3 is a ground ball back to Jenkins. He's got it. Throws over to first, and there's 2 away. Amos Otis steps into the box. 2-2 is an 8. That's a fly ball to center field. Caught by Don Young. 3 up and 3 down. In fact, it's been 21 up and 21 down. Cubs lead in the 8th. 4-0. Call your friends and neighbors. Ferguson Jenkins is 3 outs away from a perfect game. I have never rolled a perfect game on tabletop baseball. I've had some no-hitters, not very many of those, a few, but never had a perfect game. First, the top of the 9th, Ed Spangler steps in the box for Chicago. 6-2 is a ground ball back to Seaver. He's got it, throws the first. 1 away. Don Young. 4-5 is a base on balls. Young takes first. He is not fast. He's average. Here's Fergie Jenkins. 1-3 is a swing and a miss. Strike 3. Here is Don Kessinger. 6-6 roll for Kessinger. That's a hit column roll. 1-6 is a double over first base, and that will score Young. It is 5-0 Cubs here in the 9th inning. Glenn Becker. 21 is a fly ball to left field. Cleon Jones is under it and makes the catch. We go to the bottom of the 9th inning. The Chicago Cubs 5, New York Mets nothing. At the actual game on April 25th, 1969, the Cubs won that game 3-1. Ferguson Jenkins got the victory. They came into the game, Cubs were 12-5 when they came into the game early in the season, and the Mets were 6-9. Okay, we're 3 outs away from a potential perfect game by Ferguson Jenkins. The Mets will send up Jerry Grody, Kevin Collins, the third baseman, and then there's the pitcher spot they'll probably pinch hit. Here's the pitch to Jerry Grody. 6-3 is a fly ball to center field. Don Young is under it, makes the catch, and we're 2 outs away from a perfect game. Kevin Collins. Here's the pitch from Jenkins. 1-4 is a fly ball to left field. Williams is under it. He's got it. 2 outs, and only 1 out away from a perfect game for Ferguson Jenkins. My first ever perfect game ever rolled on a tabletop baseball game. The Mets will send up a pinch hitter, Rob Gasper, and he is the one who was actually used as a pinch hitter for Seaver in that game on April 25th. Here's the pitch from Ferguson Jenkins. The roll of Gasper is a 31 as a base on balls. He walks the pitch hitter. I still don't have a perfect game ever in my life that I have rolled. Here is Bud Harrelson. No hitter still intact. The pitch to Bud Harrelson. 4-4 roll. That is an 8 with a runner on first base. Ground ball to third base. Sato is up with it, throws the first, and Ferguson Jenkins has his no-hitter on Tom Terrific Tribute Day here at Apba Baseball Classics. The Cubs are surrounding Jenkins and congratulating the pitcher. No-hitter for Ferguson Jenkins. What was intended to be a Tom Seaver Tribute Day was totally usurped by the Chicago Cubs and Ferguson Jenkins. The Cubs scored 5 runs on 5 hits and committed no errors. The Mets scored no runs on no hits, and they committed 2 errors. The winning pitcher was Ferguson Jenkins, 9 innings, no runs allowed, no hits allowed, 4 strikeouts, a walk. Tom Seaver pitched 8 innings, gave up 1 earned run. There were 5 runs, but the key was the error by Ken Boswell in the 5th inning that opened the door for the Cubs offense. Don Young led off the game, or led off that inning with a home run. That was earned. But then there was a double. Second out was made on a ground out by Kessinger. There was a walk, and what would have been the third out was Billy Williams reaching by error by Ken Boswell. 4 runs were scored that inning, and actually Seaver gave up 2 runs because he gave up 1 run in the 9th. So let me correct that. So Seaver pitched 8 innings, gave up 2 runs, 5 hits, 7 strikeouts, and 1 walk. Our Cannonball Dick Redding MVP star of the game is Ferguson Jenkins, no-hitter, retired the first 26 Cubs he faced, and then walked the pinch hitter and lost his perfect game, but went on to get the no-hitter. Tom Seaver Fergie Jenkins did not throw any no-hitters in his career. He had 3 one-hitters. The closest he ever came was July 3rd, pitching for the Texas Rangers of 1979 against the Baltimore Orioles, and Jack Lowenstein hit a 3-ball and 2-strike fastball to right field to lead off the 5th inning, but that's the closest to the no-hitter that Ferguson Jenkins ever came, and the one he remembers the most. But he gets one here on the tabletop. Nearly my first ever perfect game. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, and God bless.